The boots. Footgear is absolutely critical to any strenuous activity, but most especially to war. Think of all the specialty footgear available today. Every sport, football, soccer, baseball, basketball, tennis, has its own unique, specially designed footgear. I remember the day my parents presented me with my first pair of track shoes. It was a long time ago, and more than a few pounds back. I was just getting started in high school. The shoes were Adidas 3-stripers, white with blue stripes. They fit tight, molded to the foot. It felt like $1,000,000. And of course they were equipped with just the right length of spike to grip those cinders for the quarter mile. With those shoes, I was prepared to run like never before. Prepared. That's the key word when it comes to your footgear. The Christian soldier's feet are to be shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. The key element in this piece of armor is the readiness derived from the gospel of peace. Combat readiness is a basic military term. Preparedness is the key element for any standing army. And if your feet aren't ready, you aren't ready. One of the most critical keys to the success of Caesar's legions was the ability of the Roman legions to move great distances, to move quickly, and to sustain the pace on the long marches. It's what the military calls expeditious mobility. Historically, far more soldiers on the battlefield have been immobilized by foot problems than have gone down from bullets. That was certainly true in Vietnam. Many a platoon sergeant in those jungles felt the most critical part of his job was to be a foot care specialist. Sometimes he felt more like a nurse or a mother than he did a leader of a lean, mean fighting machine. "Change your socks, boys," became his regular mantra. "Take your boots off. Dry your feet, and yes, powder them too, or you're no good to this unit. That powder is good for you. The Army wouldn't issue it if you didn't need it." Early in the Vietnam War, the troops wore the normal leather military boot the Army had used for years. But that had to change if the Army were to survive. The normal leather boot couldn't weather those jungles. Today, when you think of the soldier in Vietnam, you probably don't think of him wearing that black leather jump boot, but rather the specially developed, self-draining, self-drying jungle boot designed for the wet, humid environment of the jungles of Southeast Asia. So it was with the Roman soldier. Long marches and solid stances required what Josephus called shoes thickly studded with sharp nails. The Romans wore the right footgear. Boots are what advanced the soldier on the battlefield, carry the soldier to meet the enemy, and ready the soldier for battle. What is it that readies your heart for spiritual warfare? The gospel of peace. Being perfectly secure in life's battles because you are carried to war by the gospel of peace. These first three pieces of armor, the belt, the breastplate, the boots, are foundational, long-range protection, never removed from the soldier. Now we come to three more pieces. Ephesians 6:16 says, above all, or in addition to all, when it approaches the final three pieces of equipment. It is helpful to know that this above all is not stated in the sense that what follows is most critical, but more in the sense of, given all these basic elements above, a significant, even indispensable addition follows.